Check, listeners. You are listening to the Primordial Goddess Station. How you doing out there? Hope you're feeling blessed. Hope you're feeling good. Hallelujah. All the praise to the Most High. For another one. We got another one. I'm so grateful, aren't you? I'm grateful for everything that's happening around me and in my life, because it's all contrast, you know. You get to learn how to be discerning. You get to apply your skill set, spiritual awareness and energy awareness and endeavors of others. You get to really tap in and be at your best self, getting closer to the Most High, hallelujah, and His Word, and hearing Him as you collectively ascend. See, a lot of people like to discuss, you know, we're going to go to heaven and all of that stuff, and that's fine. You know, it's a great conversation to be had. You'd be surprised how many people say Lord and Jesus and all of this and all of that, and then when you actually, you're like, oh, okay, this person likes to talk about God or talks about God. So then you actually, God gives you the Most High, Yahweh, Yahuwah, Elohim, the only one. God gives you a space, sent a divine space to actually have a conversation with maybe some other people that, you know, truly appreciate what God has done for them in their life. And please know, this is a spiritual energy channel. I have to make that clear. Instead, this is not a religious channel at all. I filter box in. But back to what I was saying. I sat down and tried to have a conversation with another God lover, Most High Yahweh lover. And we got into an argument, like quickly. Like they totally, like all these demons and everything started coming out of them. So then they really don't love God. And I'm not even sure if they have a real relationship with the Most High, Yahweh. It is one God, listeners. It is Yahweh, Yahuwah, Elohim. He created everything. Everything. So even all the things your enemies are doing, working in groups and coming together and having secret meetings, and they're stalking you and watching you, and Most High has put other people in place, hidden in silence, moving in silence, to tap and track your enemies and what they're doing to you, no matter how much money they have or how much they're in the public eye, any of that. Everything is seen. Everything. And know that everything that everyone is doing on this earth is being written down. Everything. Everything that you're doing, saying, everything in your life, it's being written down. But back to this, it was supposed to be a simulation of ascension, but it turned into an altercation verbally. And it kind of just broke the hairs off a camel's back, basically. And so I realized that the book of Revelations talks about this. How there's Ashkenazi Jews that, you know, I don't have anything against them, but they have something against me. But I love you if you're listening, and I'm sure you are, plotting and scheming to take me down with other dark witches and warlocks and all that other stuff. It's none of my business what any of you do until you bring that energy to me. And I'm of the light. I don't know if anybody truly understands that. I'm of the light. So if anybody's shadowy or gray or dark or heavy dark, just faded out to black, pitch black, comes towards me with any type of deception, truly, I'm going to bring the light on it, because that's my energy signature. I'm of the light. So if you bad people who are listening and plotting and scheming on me and several others all over the earth for your beneficial earthbound materials, I would just second think that action, because every action that you've done in the darkness will be brought to light. And it's really simple. You know, you can go into a dark room and turn on the light, and then you see what's in that room. And that's just the beginning. You know, how that object got there, what it is, what's its skill set, things like that. That's on the second level of discovery. Remember, it's levels to this. It's levels to ascension. It's levels to healing. So I just want to leave you with that. The book of Revelations, everything is true. It comes to fruition, at least in my life. Where people say they love God and they love the Most High, and they quote this and oh Lord and oh Jesus and all of this stuff, and it's funny. It is funny, and I love to laugh. So, you know, laughter is good for your heart. It's very healing. So I hope that all my listeners laugh as much as possible, but laugh at the good things. Don't laugh at anybody being hurt, being stolen from, being murdered. Don't laugh at plots and schemes. Don't laugh at money being stolen, all of that stuff, because you will share the karma with those individuals that find this to be so entertaining to hurt innocent people just so they can be in a movie or be in a commercial or have money. It's just ridiculous. The bounds, there are no bounds that individuals will go to say that they're successful or somebody. So if you're not grasping in gratitude of who you already are, you know, the Most High created you. You know, it's a shun to Him because He created you. And if you want to throw away your birthright, you know, that's on you, you know. But if you want to be a real strong individual and mastering the strength within you, then my friend, my listeners, the congregation, you're going to be moving towards light. And I hope that all of you do. I hope that you make a conscious decision to move towards light. And moving towards light is as simple as healing and repenting and letting go. This another quick thing. It's amazing to me. I've been spending some time with elderly people, like in their 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, and even 90s. I love the stories. They've lived a long life. So I can learn a lot, you know, and it's fun for me. It's very entertaining. It's full of knowledge and some wisdom. So that's great. That makes me totally happy. And I'm glad I have an energy signature where I can pretty much kick it with anybody of any age, of any culture, of any background, even of darkness, you know. I don't judge anybody. I'm too busy focused on self-love, which requires me to judge myself. So I just try to leave people with our spirits that are living in people with a good association and dichotomy in knowing who I am. You know, I'm not somebody that deals with the BS. Anything that's a plethora of, I know that I give my burdens to the Most High and I let Him work it out because He created it. And He just wants to make sure that I come back home and let Him run it. You know, this is His earth. This is His sky. This is His. We are all His people. We're all His spirits, light and dark. And I don't think the dark understand that. So when they use tools like black magic and witchcraft and spell work and hexes and jinns and dark entities and money blockages and love spells and sex magic and all these things, all these non-operative tools, energy manipulation, community black magic. I mean, they put magic on the community. They're just doing magic all over the place, right? These are things that the Most High created that you're using against someone. He said, do not touch my anointed. So I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just of the light, and I love the Most High. I love His creations. I get to see His miraculous works every day, especially just waking up. You know, sometimes He can wake me up right when the sun is rising, which is like 5 o'clock in the morning. So He's starting the day, and He's starting it intentionally with me. He told me to get up. So I'm grateful for that. But I just don't think the dark understands that the Most High has given them their money, even though they got it from Satan and drinking blood and worshiping demons and all this other stuff. He gave you the demons. He gave you the dark entities. He gave you all of that stuff, and for you to be a backstabber and not only backstab him and think you are God, but also come after his anointed ones that are truly publicly saying they love God, Most High, Elohim, Yahweh, Yahuwah, doing the research, living their own lives, moving on in peace and shalom. That's a lot of karma for those individuals. So, listeners, I know that was a long intro, but I just want you to be strong. Let go. It's interesting to have these conversations with elderly people, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and I love that, I love that. I'm like a kid in a candy shop. I love listening to the stories. I love preparing a meal, just supporting that type of energy that's very healing. But one thing, listeners, I want you to do is heal. Because a lot of these people I've talked to, they carry the pain and the turmoil and the tragedy that they've experienced in their life with them. They never heal it. So it always becomes a story told to you, and they want to hold on to it. They want to stay in darkness, I heard some lady say something like she can't get a massage unless it's a DICK attached to it. And massages are for healing. And if you're a spiritualist, as some of our greatest heroes like YAHUSHA and Isis and Hathor and Nefertiti and Cleopatra and Hatshepsut and Ra and Thoth and Abraham and Moses and Isaiah, Yeshayahu and the Ruth and Esther, all of them prayed, and they knew how important prayer and healing is. And massaging is part of a healing element. There's places and idiosyncrasies connected to your spine that you cannot reach. But picking up a drink or overeating or oversexing or just oversaturation of low vibrational energy, that's not going to heal it. A DICK is not going to heal your broken heart. It's not going to heal your ran through vagina or your smelly PENIS. That's not going to heal it. So I just want to make that clear. Step more collectively into your healing properties and tools as we move forward with life. They're there for a reason. You will need them. And that's all I wanted to say in regards to this editorial. I thank you so much for being here. This is Primordial Goddess. I send you healing and blessings of healing. And I just ask that you do one thing, which is give gratitude to the Most High for another day to do whatever you got going on in your life. I ask that you practice self-love, because the stronger your core of self-love is around your euphoric field, listeners, the more darkness and love will come around. But when the darkness shows up, it'll be defeated because you love yourself. And loving yourself is loving the Most High, because you are an extension of His likeness. And I never, ever want you to forget that, even if you don't come back to this channel. And thank you for being here and hearing these words. Anybody that tries to manipulate any light will be punished. You may see it or you may not. It doesn't matter. But the Most High is writing it down with His team of superheroes. And it's not any of your concern anymore. I just say, let there be light. Thank you, listeners, for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe to these videos. If you like this channel, we appreciate it. And I send you an energetic BERUK blessing back to you. And I say, Shalom.